Hi everyone, so this is the video that I promised on a skin fade buzz cut tutorial to do on yourself at home. Before we get cracking, I'm just going to show you the tools that you need to get this done. Right, so just to talk you through the tools that we've got here, we've got the clipper guards, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 3, 4. These are two brushes that I use. I use this to remove the hair from my scalp in between cuts, and this is to remove hair from the teeth, the blades. If you have got a trimmer, that would be ideal just for edging and removing the bulk of the zero. Not to worry if you don't have one, you can just use the big clippers. For these two, you can use an old toothbrush. This is a neck brush to remove hair during the cut. In previous times, I've used an old makeup brush, so if someone in your household has got that, that'd be great. This is a disinfectant spray, clipper side. If you can get your hands on that, that'd be great. These are the two clippers that I use. They're both from a brand called Wall. They're both cordless. That's going to make it easier to maneuver around your head without any wires. These are called the Magic Clip cordless. These are really great. They're known in the industry as the best fading clippers. They've got a fade blade on them. And I'm just going to talk you through this lever here. So with that closed all the way up, that's closed, that's a 0, there's a 0.5, and make sure that your front blades, you can just see this front blade here, make sure that is below the back blade, because if it's not, that will cut you and that will hurt. I'll quickly show you that. So 0, 0.25, 0.5, and those are your tools. Right, so we're just going to get straight into it. I put a number 3 grade on this clipper. I'm going to try and get rid of all the, whatever colour you call this, in my hair, so hopefully it works. So best thing to do is just get straight into it. So yeah, it's pretty much removed all the colour. I did forget to mention that you probably might need a hand mirror as well, or if you have a three-way mirror at home. I'm just going to hold it myself, but if you can get someone else to hold it, that would be great as well. Right, so it's got rid of all the colour. That's my number 3. The reason why I say go in straight away is just to remove all the bulk. You know what you're fading into then. The next one I'm going to do is a 2. I'm just going to take it all around this area. Try not to go too high up. Just like I said, just nicely smooth the clipper into it. Try and use a flicking technique if you can. Try and get acquainted with the clipper. Don't be scared of it, just smooth it in. Right, so we've done the number 3 on top, and we've taken the 2 from around about here and smoothed that into it. We've done the 2, and then we've used the 2.5, so we've opened that to 2.5 as well, just to get that extra bit of smoothness in there. The main thing I want to say with clipper work, you just need to have a lot of spatial awareness. So just remember, you want to be wary of where you're positioning things. In the shop, and obviously if I'm doing it on a client, I can maneuver a bit differently, but I would say just for the safety of this, for you guys to get it right, just give yourself about a 2 centimeter gap between kind of each grade, and I'll talk you through that now. So as I said, we're going to get the 0 line in. I'm going to position it around about here, just again to give myself that space. So you've got your 2 there, you've got your 0 there, you're going to whack a 0.5 in just above that, and then you're going to get the 0.5 into a 1. So if you just be a bit methodical and strategic about it, you'll get the hang of it anyway. So as you can see, I've used the 0. I've gone all the way around my head. That's my 0 guideline. I've done it roughly around where my temple is. You can see that's quite even. Try and keep it quite symmetrical if you can. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go above that with the 0.5. So remember, we want to open that lever, and that's 0.5, and we're going to do that about 2 centimeters above it, giving that room for the 0.25 to take out that line. So again, use your brush, get rid of all the hair. What that does, it just helps you see what you're working with. And like I said, you can still see that 0 line, 0.5, and what we're going to do is get that to halfway through, which is 0.25, and we're just going to lightly flick out that bottom line there. You can see it. Just be very careful, try not to go too high with it. You essentially just need to rub it out a little bit. Yeah, so just be careful not to go too high into that line there. So 0.25. So as you can see, we've rubbed out that 0 line with a 0.25, and there's, just going a bit closer. So the line that was once there, we've just rubbed it out, and we haven't gone too high up into 0.5. So that everything from a 0.5 to below is now sorted. The next thing we're going to do, bearing in mind we've got 2 there, I think the next thing that we should do is flick a 1.5 in there. So you want to get your number 1 guards, open that up and put that as a number 1.5. Being conscious of where your 2 was, again, just don't try and go too high into it, and just flick yourself into that. Don't worry about any of this yet. We're going to come back to that after. So we've done a 1.5. So we've still got a 0.5, and that's a 1.5. So what we need to do to get rid of the 0.5 line is use the 1 into the 1.5. I'm going to use a combination of using the 1 closed, so the number 1, and I'm going to use after that the 0.5 guard and open that halfway to make it like a 0.75. So you kind of see where I'm going. It's like 0, 0.5, and then the middle ground to rub it out, 0.25, and now we've got 0.5 and 1.5, and you want to use that number 1 to rub out that. So yeah, if you just kind of think that way, you should be able to get through it. Again, just remove the hair if you can. Right, so I've had to get another 0.5 grade, another 0.5 guard. So I'm going to clip that on. And again, I can still kind of see a bit of a line there. So I want to get that to about a 0.75. And I just want to essentially just use the edge, the corner of it, just to flick it out. So we've removed the 0.5 line now. So if you remember, we had 1.5, 0.5. Then we flicked the 1 into the 1.5, and then the 0.5 guard just slightly open to 0.75. Flick that 0.5 into the 1, and it's just basically this area now. So we've done pretty much all around the back and stuff. So the 1.5 guard, I'm going to open that all the way. and just kind of just test the area here a little bit. The final thing we're going to do is just blend that down in. So again, use the same kind of format that you would. I'm going to go with that at 2, the banger number 2 on this area. Then we're going to use the 1.5, then the 1, then the 0.5, and then the 0.25. So again, that's just using that same format. It's all about, just like I said, knowing your numbers, knowing the spatial awareness that you have within that, and then just your technique, your picking technique. Yeah, that's pretty much done. I'm going to get this wrapped up myself now. Thanks for viewing. If you can, give it a like, comment and a share. I probably will be putting it on the YouTube page as well, if you want to subscribe to that, which is Black and Blonde. And I'm going to keep my beard for a couple of days, but I think the next video I'll do a beard video as well. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.